Alright, y'all, so the strawberry moon is on its way out, so let's see what these devils have prepared for us for the next moon cycle. So it's been a little while since we did an update, so let's pick it up where we left off. When we left off, Moscow had just went to the negotiation table with Ukraine and said, yeah, y'all go ahead and give us all the land we done took from y'all ass and promise not to join NATO. We can call it quits. Ukraine said, get the fuck on. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna die behind this shit. As pretty much the whole world is watching this war ramping up, the Ukrainian men don't really want any parts with it. A lot of those men are trying to get the hell out of the way. Easily find videos of Ukrainian men getting picked up, by soldiers for trying to flee. Caught hiding in vans, abandoned buildings, in the woods. Like I said, dudes crossing the rivers, damn near drowning, trying to get out of the way. But it's not working. They're going their ass to that front. In the last episode, we talked about the corridors and bridgeheads that NATO was interested in setting up just in case shit get out of hand and they need to go in there and help. Pause and read. So a little over a week ago, we talked about how the Russians popped up right off the coast of Florida, and the U.S. and Canada basically trailed them. That all ended, and Russia did the same damn thing again. As sides have pretty much been picked for this next phase of the war, it looks like the chaos is slowly spreading. A huge ammunition depot of the French army was blown up. Russia said, that's a shame. Looks like those weapons won't make it to Ukraine. I wonder what happened. Pause and read. NATO didn't like that at all. They told Ukraine, hey man, get on their ass. Stop the games. Pause and read. As we talked about on the last episode, the Russians have about 700,000 ready to go into this battle, and the Ukrainians threw a counteroffensive to try to plug these holes up before things get bad. And as that happens, the Russians start bringing that Ww3 to the front line. We talked about this about a month and a half ago when they were starting to put that on the assembly line in mass. Now they're talking about putting glide wings on that bitch, so I expect we're going to see this a lot for the next phase of the war. And I wish I could show y'all a video, but if you go to the site and watch it, this shit is devastating. They talking about this shit will go through ground and bust up a damn concrete bunker. And from the videos, I believe it. That shit is... Pause and read. As the Ukrainians pull a counteroffensive to try to plug the holes, the Russians introduced the 3,000 to the front line. The Russians are starting to apply some pressure. And the Ukrainians are saying the Russians are applying pressure throughout the whole front. More pictures and videos of this Ww3 doing absolute damage on the front. As the Russians continue to apply heavy pressure, the Ukrainians are not giving in. They have a successful drone strike hitting 4 oil refineries, radio towers, and their weapons depots. Pause and read. The Ukrainians still trying to plug the holes and stop the bleeding. As the Ukrainians lose an important stronghold around Sumy, it looks like they're claiming treason. Saying there's no damn way in hell the Russians just bust through there like that. Somebody helping their ass. Pause and read. Now, if you've been watching me, we done asked the question many of times. Why is the U.S. so interested in Ukraine and Russia? We talked about the soil that they have there and their ability to be able to grow. I didn't say it. Now that's where we're going to leave it off with the Russia-Ukraine drama for this episode. But to end the episode off, I got a few more things with you on a few other fronts. Now, in the last episode, we talked about how good old Kim Jong-un and Putin had a nice little meeting together. That boy Kim Jong-un dropped that package off on him, gave that boy about 10,000 crates for about 5,000 missiles. Ready to go. Looks like as soon as that deal gets done, Russian pull up on them, say, yeah, y'all need us. And a little skirmish breaks out between North Korea and South Korea. That goes on. We know how Russia and China are doing together. Looks like China about to implement some good old AI soldiers. Can see the whole front line do what the hell they need to do to get the job done. As all that drama goes on, the Houthis are claiming that they struck a U.S. carrier. The Eisenhower to be specific. U.S. said, hell no. Ain't no damn way y'all hit our shit. They said, we're going to go ahead and turn this bitch around, though, before y'all do try to hit this motherfucker. Pause and read. As all this drama goes on, Israel and Hezbollah face off, raises risks of a wider conflict. You don't say. As that talk heightens, thousands of citizens leave Lebanon. How Israel's attack will take place. Looks like this is the new phase, baby. Doesn't look like all these conflicts are going to calm down. It only looks like they're heating up. Like I always tell y'all, I may not know everything, but one thing I know for sure. Some people about to quote.